Hey guys, my name is Julie Saillant. I'm your intuitive healer for your life and business. How are you? Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. It is 1:10 in the morning, but I realized that I just did a couple of videos and I forgot you guys and I didn't want to forget you. So I wanted to do this before I went to bed. So thrilled that you're here. I am an intuitive healer. I am a coach. I am an animal communicator and I'm a channeler. I do a lot of different things. But what I'm focusing on is this new series that I'm doing on life path numbers. I've been working with life path numbers for a couple of years now, and it's amazing how much the attributes and the shadow side connected with me. I'm a master number 11. The numbers go from 1 to 11, and it's all based on your birthday. If you haven't watched the previous video on how to calculate your life path number, I will leave a link below. But since this is an introductory video to it, let me just let you know how it goes. It's really easy. You take your birthday, so you take the month. I'll use mine. I was born in October, so that's the 10th month. So 1 plus 0, you add up the numbers. 1 plus 0 is 1. Then I was born on the day, the 25th, which is 2 plus 5 is 7. And then I won't tell you the year, but let's just use 1983. So you add up the 1, the 9, the 8, and the 3. And then you add all those together and you bring it down to the lowest number. Remember, you can only go from 1 to 11. If you come out to be a 12, you would actually take the 1 plus 2 and you're a 3. Okay, does that make sense? So what I want to do today is give you the attributes, the positive and the shadow side of your life path number 2. And then I'm going to do a channeled message for the collective. Please remember, this is a channel message. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does, great. If it doesn't, maybe a future one will. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. And then, because I'm also an animal communicator, I love my animal spirit cards, and I'm going to pull 2 cards for you. So you will get a channeled message from the animals. What they do is the animals want to help the humans in any way they can, and they like to give you and loan you their attributes that you're missing right now. So it's pretty cool. It happens all the time for my clients, and I thought I'd bring it to you and see how you liked it. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave me comments below if you really like the video. If you want me to, I'll go deeper next time, because obviously this is an introduction if you're not familiar with life path numbers. But let's get to it, guys. So put my glasses on. Sorry for the glare, by the way, but I've got to see this because I wanted to make sure that I got all the information for you guys. So life path number 2. You guys, so for every number, just so you know, there is something incredibly important about your number. For you guys, you are very sensitive. You are very similar to life path number 11, myself. You are serious individuals that want to see the world become beautiful. That's your task here on earth. How cool is that? You love to work with a team or a partner. You really don't like to be alone. You are very, and probably the most empathic number. You feel things deeply for yourself and for others. You are caring. You are visionaries by nature. So you see things in the big picture. Very loyal, and you get hurt easily because you have a very caring nature. You're very sensitive. Your sole purpose is to bring peace to the planet. You're nurturing your peaceful soul. You're always trying to bring peace to all that you are and around. Now, your shadow lies in the codependency of your relationships. What is it you are looking for? That's the question. You may feel like your life is meaningless if you're not in a relationship, and you may be too needy or controlling. And the advice here would be to spend time alone to focus on you. Your amazing powers of diplomacy and tact can help you achieve anything you'd like. So, codependency is something that a lot of people that are empathic struggle with because we are such caring people. We can become people pleasers and perfectionists, and that does make a path towards codependency. So just be aware of that in your mind. The other shadow aspect is that your shadow lies in your passivity, and that's because we're always trying to make peace for everyone. If you're in a room with a couple of people that are arguing, you're the one that probably always wants to jump in and make peace for everybody. But remember, you can't control other people, only yourself. You're overly sensitive and easily hurt because that leaves you uncertain in your decisions a lot of times. You expect diplomacy, and you are an eternal optimist. So you strive to see the best in all, but sometimes, as I said, you cannot control others. So being a sensitive being, which I am, extremely sensitive and empathic, I get where you guys are coming from, completely understand you. We are very similar in nature. I hate confrontation. I hate chaos. I hate discord. If there is discord, I will shy away from it, run away from it, until you back me into a corner, until I have no choice but to fight my way out. And I really don't want to do that, because when I do, that's when my stinger comes out. It's not about me, it's about you. I just want you to know that this is a shadow side of you that can lead to passivity, lead to you not making good decisions for yourself, because you sometimes may feel that you are in a state of, if I don't make any decision, that's not a decision, but actually it is a decision to not make a decision, if that makes sense. So as a life path 2, you want to bring beauty to the world. You are a beautiful soul. You are super sensitive. You can be easily hurt, and it can only be because you're so caring in nature. There are a lot of narcissists who would take advantage of you because you are so caring. So just be aware of that. Some people see sensitive people and empaths as being weak. That's really not the case at all. We're not weak. We're just sensitive. We feel other people's pain. And because of that, we want to help and we want to take away their pain if possible. Some of us can, some of us can't, but just be aware that sometimes you will need to put up some boundaries for yourself if people are trying to take advantage of you. Because even the nicest of us need to have protection, right? So I tell all of my clients this, and all of everyone that watches my videos, this is my new thing. And I want you to know this. You have an abundant universe at your feet and at your hands. Anytime that you need help, you have God, you have spirit, you have the universe, whatever you believe in. You have, if you're Hindu, Lord Shiva, today's that day. So happy Lord Shiva Day. I don't know how to say that in the right language, but wanted to just put that out there. You are an infinite being and a divine being living in a human form on earth. And your ancestors are here. You have access to them. You have access to God. You have access to the light. You have access to spirit, and you have access to all the archangels. But they cannot do anything unless you can call them in and ask for their help. So I am going to call in my 4 big archangels that I roll with before I do a channel message for the collective. Remember, this is for the collective. It may or may not resonate with you. I would encourage you to do the same anytime you wish. If you don't meditate yet, especially if you're sensitive, really meditate as much as you can. And I'm not a person who meditates like this. Like, that's not me. I'm a very quick mind. I need music. I'm going to put up a playlist, I think, because people ask me about this, and I give people what works for me. The music that I listen to, and I listen to a lot of different things, but if it's kind of dreamy, it brings me clarity, and it makes me be able to speak to spirit very clearly, very quickly. And I ask questions like, what am I not seeing right now? What do I need help with? So those are questions you can always ask, but remember to bring in the archangels, to bring in spirit, to bring in whatever deity you feel comfortable with, and ask for help. And also your ancestors, because remember, guys, and I'll do a separate video on this at some point, you may not know this, but your ancestors, just because of your DNA, you carry a lot of their wounds and their issues. So it's very important that you realize what you're working with so that you can clear some of that for yourself. Sometimes we in this lifetime have come here, if we are teachers, or we are sensitive, to clear stuff for our ancestors. So let's get to it. I want to do a very clear channel message for my life path numbers 2. So I invite in Archangel Michael. Please be with me now. Archangel Uriel, please be with me now. Archangel Gabriela, please be with me now. Archangel Raphael, please be with me now. And Archangel Metatron, please be with me now. I ask Jesus and God to please be with me now. And I ask Angel Jedediah and Romeo to please be with me now. And what does Life Path 2 need to see? What are they not seeing right now? Please give me a clear message. Okay, I saw something very clear for someone who is a life path 2, very sensitive, empathic person. The shadow side of being empathic is putting up walls and boundaries to protect yourself. However, I saw a person in a box, those large cardboard boxes that you can step in, those huge, huge ones when you move, when you have to put a lot of stuff in a box. They're like 6 feet tall, you can get in them. I saw a person in their box and they couldn't get out of their box, number one. Number two, nothing else could come into their box. Nobody could help them because they had put up so many walls that it had become a fortress. There's someone out there that's severely sensitive and empathic, and that is your gift. That is your birthright. I am the same as you. But what happens to some of us that are sensitive is that we're always taught to put up boundaries because people would take advantage of us, and they will, some of them will. And we're also taught to put up walls. But sometimes what they don't teach you is that, one, your walls don't have to go all the way up to 100%, all the way up to infinity and down to the core of the earth to protect you. And they're this thick, cement wise. You can have those walls go up 50% or 80%. Nobody teaches you that. I teach all my clients this. And the second thing is that if your walls go up so high and they're so thick, they can become impenetrable to anyone else that would try to help you. That's actually a friend or actually a colleague or actually somebody that you need to connect with in this lifetime. So if you're in the box because you've been hurt in the past, you're empathic, you're sensitive, you're a caring soul, people have taken advantage of you, and you've put up walls that you now feel the shadow side is isolated. Your walls are so big, they're impenetrable to others, and you can't connect with anybody. This is a problem. It also means that not only can you not connect with other people, you will have a difficult time connecting with God, with spirit, with the universe, with your archangels, and with your ancestors, basically with anyone that wants to help you. This is not good. So the key here is that you need to find out and figure out how to shield yourself in the proper way. And the proper way is that you understand that you have complete control over how much and how high your walls need to be. You don't want to be in a box. So it's kind of like this. You don't want to be out there with everybody taking aim at you because you're sensitive. Being sensitive doesn't mean that you're weak. It just means that you're sensitive. That's it. People think that it means that you're weak and you're weak-minded, and that couldn't be farther from the truth. Some of the strongest people I know, myself included, we face almost all of our demons head on by ourselves because we're sensitive and because we're alone almost all the time. Because when you're sensitive and empathic, you can't take large crowds. You need to be by yourself. I hope I'm preaching to the choir here because I hope some of you get this, because this is what I live with every day. And it took me a long time to figure this stuff out. And my whole goal in doing these videos is if I can help you not go through the pain that I went through of trying to figure this stuff out, I'm doing it. I'm putting it out there for you. All right. The way that you can shield yourself, it's not an either or. You don't have to live this way. You don't have to live so far out there that you feel completely exposed all the time, so that if you go into a Stop and Shop or a Kroger or a store, and that you can feel everybody's energy and it hurts you. It actually is painful for you brushing up against people's energy. That used to be me. That's when you're open and exposed. The other part of that is going the other opposite way, which means that you're so in this box that you can't feel anything. You can't feel anyone close to you. Don't let anybody else in. It sucks. That's not where you want to be either. Here's where you want to be. The sweet spot's right in the middle. This is where I am right now. Right now, I'm being completely transparent to you, but I have the ability to raise and lower my shields as much as I need to. So if I go into a Stop and Shop or a Kroger or a store, I raise my shields up, but sometimes I might be at only 75%. If I'm feeling really strong that day, I don't need to be up all the way to 100%, maybe only go up to 50%. That means that I can feel people around me, but I don't take on your pain and I don't take on your bullshit. I can still walk around freely. If I'm low that day, I have low energy, then yeah, my shields go all the way up. But it's the knowing and the understanding and the practicing, this is one of the ways that you can use your gifts and learn to feel into this, is that you have the power to control how high these things go at any given moment and how thick they need to be. You can make them thin and you can make them thick as steel. So just know that it doesn't have to be A or B. You can be right in the middle, and you can customize this to however you're feeling. It's a beautiful thing, because once you learn, it's a gift that you have, and one that most people don't teach this way. They always say, put up your boundaries, put up your guards. But what happens is, if you put them up so high, no one can get through. And the worst thing is, if you can't get through to God and to spirit and your archangels and your ancestors, that's your power right there. That's where you connect in. And if you can't get through, you're in trouble, because now you're by yourself and you need to power up every day. At least I do. When you're empathic and you're so sensitive that you can feel other things, it takes a lot out of you. It's not easy, right? So know that you can do this. And if you want a session with me, I'll teach you how to do this. It's just takes practice. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is, I'm not a tarot reader, but like I said, I'm going to pull a couple of cards for you, for my spirit animals, because they will loan you their attributes, which is a beautiful thing, which is why I love animals so much. They're just amazing. Nice. Just exactly what I'm talking about here, you guys. I can't even make this stuff up. All right, Dolphin Energy, right? I don't know if any of you have had the opportunity to swim with dolphins. I have. Oh my gosh. I have it on my Instagram. We swam in dolphins in Mexico. I have always wanted to swim with dolphins, and it was on my bucket list, and I made that wish come true. And let me tell you something. If you've never had the opportunity to swim with a dolphin, do it. Do it. We were out there in the open water. They're big. I was scared. They literally come up to you, and you put your hands here on the top of the water like this, and they circle underneath you, and then they raise up so they're underneath your hand like this. And then the other one came up, and then you could grab onto their fins, and then they would just go. And they are so fast and so strong. It's like just a big muscle, and then they would come up and they'd come under your feet, and you would be like this. I mean, it was so cool. But more than anything, it was their spirit. Dolphins are so smart, so sensitive, so empathic. This card would not come out for anybody else except for maybe myself, because I'm an empath, because I'm a light worker. This and that are true, which is exactly what I was talking about when I said you can't make this stuff up. This is exactly what I was saying. You don't need to be so exposed over here and open that you're anybody's target. And you don't need to be so over here that you're so closed off to everybody that you can't connect. You can be right in the middle. It's true. If you want it to be true, you can be over here, completely open target, and you keep getting hurt and hurt and hurt until you finally decide, I got to put up some boundaries for myself. I got to protect myself. But then you're over here, and then you can't connect with anybody. You can't connect with your clients. You can't connect with people at work. You can't connect with people that you love. And more importantly, you can't connect with your ancestors, your guides, and God, spirit, the universe. You can't connect. So if all that's true, Dolphin Energy is reminding you to take yourself less seriously, to allow yourself to play, and to work with these boundaries that you set for yourself. And how high or how low your shields want to go is completely up to you. And it just depends on how you feel during the day. And you can change them as many times as you want during the day. Think of them as blinds. The blinds that go up and down, sometimes they're all the way up, sometimes halfway up, sometimes all the way down. Sometimes they're partially open, sometimes they're fully closed, right? Oh man. Peacock Spirit, guys. Oh man. See, the animals can't make this stuff up. Peacock Spirit. I got this one before. And if you notice, it says, let it shine. Peacock Spirit right here is the heart, and the heart is shining through. So beautiful. Peacocks are amazing, amazing, amazing. And we are all here to shine our light. I don't care what life path number you are here to shine your light. You are a beautiful, divine being, an infinite being. You're a spark of the Almighty. You're a spark of God. You're a spark of spirit, and you're here to shine your light. You, as a life path number 2, are here to make the world a more beautiful place. And what better way to make the world a more better, I can't talk, a more beautiful place than to shine your light. That's what we're all here to do. You've got to find your mission on earth. If you don't know what that is, I am a master at this. I've been good at this my whole life. I can see where you're stuck, and I can remove negative energy and bring in source light, and I can help you understand your gifts, use your gifts, and then leverage them to find your mission. But don't forget to shine your light like this peacock. Shine your light. And don't forget to not take yourself so seriously. Dolphin Energy reminds you to play. If you're empathic, if you're a serious individual, which you are, life path 2, you're very serious, lighten up a little bit. I'm a very serious person, and I have to remind myself that, you only live once, and you really need to know that life has got to be fun. Life should be fun for you. It's important. All right, guys, I hope this helped you. So please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know if you liked the video. Let me know how you feel, if this resonated with you, especially for Life Path 2. Let me know also, if you would, what you want me to channel next time for you, because I'm open to suggestions, and I'm here to help you any way I can. If you would like a energy reading with me or an animal reading, just click the links below, or you can email me, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks so much. Take care.